This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Hello and welcome, everybody. The calendar has shifted to May, and it is time for one thing. That means postseason baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We are getting it started today. 5A regional action here in Midwest City as the John Marshall Bears take on the Carl Albert Titans right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Josh Calloway with you, joined alongside by two-time state champion?
Yes, sir.
I was going to say two, and then I second-guessed myself. Two-time state champion, former Carl Albert Titan, Jared Price with you here for some postseason baseball. Jared, obviously Carl Albert, we've done a couple of games together, you and I, we've talked about it.
Yep.
The goal is one thing. It's a championship.
For
That's
sure.
the standard around here, defending champs obviously from last year.
Yep.
They begin their postseason run today. They're playing a team that they're going to be obviously heavily favored to beat.
Yeah.
What's kind of the challenge, or I guess what they need to do to make sure they are focused, they take care of business, and get this postseason run start off on the right foot?
I bet you I could mimic word for word what Whiteley's speech was in the locker room, and it is, yes, this is a game we should win, and it's a game we're heavily favored in, but nonetheless, it's the playoffs regardless. It doesn't matter who it is. This is just a step in the right direction of what we're trying to achieve, so you have to, as best you can, approach it like a playoff game and stick to your routine, and I think they should take care of business.
Absolutely. Been a tough year for the Bears, but they're here. They're ready to go, and it is double elimination. So not an elimination game for either team, but certainly winning that first game in the regional puts you in a far better situation than the other end of the spectrum, having to come through the losers bracket. And the top two teams in each district earn the right to host regionals, and the vast majority of teams who get through these things and get to state are the teams that host. So they've earned that right. Take a quick look here at the bracket. This is what we're going to be dealing with over the next couple of days. Carl Albert and John Marshall playing here. First up, Shawnee and Altus will be on this field after this game. The two winners will then play at 4. Presumably, if that's Carl Albert, we'll have that game later on today. And then tonight, an elimination game, the loser here will face the loser of the next game at 6:30. Then you can kind of see the future from there. We'll talk about tomorrow and all that as the day goes on. But that's what we're kind of working with as we come into regional play here today. We've got a lot of baseball in OSSAA, Midwest Cities, and Noble. We have those games coming up later on today as well. Jordan Ray, Tom Carpenter are going to have those two. So we got a full day of baseball, full week, full slate as we begin our postseason coverage here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Let's go ahead and dive into starting lineups here presented by Sherpa Moving. Sherpa Moving, a local full-service moving company. They offer packing, unpacking, and special handling services. Their team's experienced, they're knowledgeable, will help you get through what is usually a difficult time. Sherpa Moving for all your moving needs, 401 West 33rd Street in Edmond. Give them a call at 405-724-8750. For the John Marshall Bears, leading off is going to be Sean Powell. He's their center fielder. Andre Caldwell, the catcher, bats second. Ivan Garcia, the starting pitcher, will bat third. Alex Stanley will be in left field batting cleanup. Arturo Banuelos will bat first base and bat fifth. Keno Cowell, a third baseman, will bat sixth. Malcolm Ed, the shortstop, bats seventh. Candace Brown, the second baseman, bats eighth. And then Kenneth Beek, the right fielder, will round it out. As for the Carl Albert Titans, a look at their defensive alignment here. It's going to be Mason Novotny in left, Tylen Holman in center, Easton Perkins in right, Sammy Gonzalez at third. Declan Murphy will play shortstop today. Hutch Russell at second, Mr. Randall at first. Cole Dunlap will do the catching, and it'll be Andrew Campbell on the mound for this postseason opener for the Titans. Obviously, heavy favorite, opportunity to presumably save one of your big guns with Sammy Gonzalez and Declan Murphy and, of course, Cash Ferris. So they're going to get Campbell on the mound for this game, try to get through it, and get their postseason off on the right foot. All right, we're going to take a timeout here. When we come back, we'll have first pitch. We'll have the baseball. Carl Albert and John Marshall after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
All right, back here in Midwest Cities, about ready to get the postseason baseball going here on OSN. Carl Albert and John Marshall in this 5A regional opener. Like we said, for the Titans, it'll be Andrew Campbell on the mound as a starting pitcher today. Make sure we get our top of the inning sponsor in while we get ready to get this thing going, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. Come to Buffalo Wild Wings, support your favorite Mid-Del spring sports team. Download the team card on your phone, show your waiter, and your team will get 10% of the proceeds. So we're just about ready to get this one going. What do you know? Do you know anything about Andrew Campbell? Not a guy I've ever gotten a chance to see.
No, I don't really. And you said it. You said it perfectly. Being in a position that they're in, you get a chance to roll some younger guys out that maybe haven't got a ton of time and save some of your better arms for maybe the regional final or state even. So I'm not sure, but you would think they would want them to go out and fill up the zone and eat up some innings for them.
Sure. I mean, you're going to have to win at least, or play, I should say, at least 3 games in the next 2 days, one later today and one tomorrow. So anytime you get some innings at other places, not a bad idea.
Absolutely.
So stepping in to lead off for the Bears is Sean Powell, the center fielder, lefty, to face Campbell to get this one started. Appreciate you being with us on a Thursday morning, 11 a.m. first pitch. First pitch is in there for a strike. We're underway. Full day of baseball on OSN. Busy time of year with the postseason starting. This pitch fouled straight back, 0-2. Our first Bobby Lewis Insurance foul ball of the game. Bobby Lewis Insurance, surprisingly great rates at 2 locations to serve you in Choctaw at 405-281-6700 and Del City at 405-670-3665. So Campbell's ahead 0-2 on the leadoff man here. John Marshall in the black unis. That one right on the outside edge. Got him looking. First Dynamic Health Clinic strikeout of the day. Take a look at that one on the instant replay. That was pretty.
Yeah, it was.
Right on the black from Campbell.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for him. Fill up the strike zone. If anything, make him earn it.
Another look at that one on the Eastside Church of Christ instant replay. Eastside Church of Christ in Midwest City believes in loving Jesus by loving their neighbors. Join them with song and praise meeting at 10 a.m. First pitch missed outside for Campbell on the 2-hole hitter, Andre Caldwell, the catcher. Back even 1-1. We're totally sure if this game was going to be played at this time. It was, it's been a weird week of weather. Regionals kind of moving all over the place. A lot of teams, especially at the 6A ranks, I've seen already punch their ticket to state because they just moved their regionals all the way up to early in the week.
I did see a few of those as well. That was a great idea.
Cutting a miss here, 2-2. That Midwest City Noble Regional, which we have on our air They moved it up a day and then ended up moving it back because of rain yesterday. So they're back on normal schedule today. It's been a bit of a hectic week as the count runs full, but that's to be expected. I don't know if there's ever been high school baseball postseason that's been completely on time.
For sure.
Like that just does not exist.
Usually seems to work that way.
So the count's full here on Caldwell. Cut and missed. Got him swinging. So 2 batters, 2 Dynamic Health Clinic strikeouts. At Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better, recover faster at Dynamic Health Clinic. So good start for Campbell as he strikes out the first 2 batters. Now he falls behind 1-0 on the opposing pitcher, Ivan Garcia. 1-0 pitch. Bounce low and away. 2-0. Pitch in there for a strike.
Good pitch.
Makes it 2-1. Bears are coached by Brandon Kaiser. Titans, of course, coached by Ryan Whiteley. Been a fantastic season. 31-6. Won their district, which is what earned them this host spot. So swing and a miss by Garcia. Goes to 2-2. Campbell trying to strike out the side. 2-2. Curveball dropped in there. Got him looking. A beautiful pitch by Campbell. He strikes out the side in the top of the first. And a very nice start for Andrew Campbell.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for out of him there.
Campbell, a junior hurler for the Titans, and a good start here in this postseason opener as he goes 1-2-3, 2 strikeouts looking, 1 swinging in the Bears' first swings of the first inning. Let's look at the starting lineup now for the Carl Albert Titans as they get ready to hit here in the bottom half of the first. Leading off is going to be Declan Murphy. He's the shortstop today. Sammy Gonzalez plays third base, bats second. Mr. Randall at first, bats third. Hutch Russell, the second baseman, bats cleanup. Tanner Norman, the DH, bats fifth. Easton Perkins in right field, bats sixth. Cole Dunlap, the catcher, is in the 7th spot. Tylen Holman in center, bats 8th. And Mason Novotny will round it out, batting 9th in left field. And like we said, Andrew Campbell, the pitcher, he will not hit. He has Tanner Norman. He has a DH for him today. The defensive alignment for John Marshall. In left field, you have Alex Stanley. In center is Sean Powell. Right field, Kenneth Beek. Around the infield, Keno Cowell, the third baseman. Shortstop's Malcolm Ed. Second base is Candace Brown. First base, Arturo Benuelos. The catcher is Andre Caldwell. And the pitcher is Ivan Garcia. We'll see what this Titans offense can do. Obviously, we saw on Monday, Jerry, this team put up 18 runs in 3 innings. Had a couple of big homers from Tanner Norman and Sammy Gonzalez. So I'm sure they're hoping to keep that train rolling a little bit here into the postseason.
Yeah, we've seen a few different styles of driving some runs in. They've played a little bit of small ball, but as we saw Monday, they can hit it around with the best of them. So they kind of got a lot of options, and they've switched up the lineup a few times with the bottom 3 or 4 spots, but that top 4 and 5 is about as good as it gets in the state.
Our bottom inning sponsor is Rose State College. Saving money on college is easy at Rose State. Concurrent enrollment allows students to earn up to 27 tuition-free hours of college credit while still in high school. Apply today at rose.edu/concurrent. Pretty good weather for baseball today. We're hoping it holds up. It's good now, I should say. Low 70s, high 60s or so, not really too hot. It's been sunny, just kind of went overcast on us now. I think there's a chance for rain later. So I think we're going to be okay for this game, but maybe the rest of the day could be in some peril. I don't know. We'll see.
I see a few puddles around the field, so
night.
shout out to more than likely the Carl Albert staff for putting in a good amount of field work to get the field ready to play.
Right. So Declan Murphy will lead off for the Titans, who obviously is one of that 3-headed monster starting rotation for Carl Albert. He's playing shortstop today. And he'll try and get the offense going early here for the Titans. First pitch in there for a strike. Pretty good first pitch.
Yeah, it was.
0-1. It is popped up. Looks like Garcia's going to call it himself and make the play. Don't always see the pitcher take command on that, but he did just that.
Yeah, it was a good play, though.
Came over and pulled it in.
Yep.
And one gone. It's got to feel good for Garcia, obviously, coming into this place. He knows the offense he's facing to get that first out.
For sure. Definitely a confidence boost.
So here's Sammy Gonzalez, the third baseman. This one's bounced outside 1-0. Gonzalez crushed, I think it was a 3-run homer on Monday night.
Yeah, he hit that one well.
Also part of that three-headed monster with Ferris and Murphy.
Yeah.
It was bounced in 2-0. Interesting delivery for Garcia. He kind of mixes it up. He's real quick to the plate, almost like a slide step.
Yeah, it looks like. Looks like he's already tried a few different sets of timing and arm angles and all that. Might be something he could use to his advantage.
3-0. Rip foul. So they gave him the green light on 3-0. He was just out in front of it.
That's definitely what you're trying to do, 3-0.
Yeah, he was all over it, just a little too quick.
It was.
3-1 pitch. Fouled off straight back, 3-2. So Garcia's battled back after falling behind 3-0 to fill up the count. Mr. Randall waiting on deck. Ground ball to second, takes a bit of a funny hop, booted a little bit, but he collects and fires to first, and it can't quite be dug out. And so Gonzalez will reach. Probably got to be an error somewhere. I don't know where to put it.
Seems like that should be an error. That was a pretty routine play, it looked like.
So Gonzalez is on for Mr. Randall, first baseman today. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1. Look like that was outside edge, we'll say. Randall moves all over the place, as he said in his senior night introduction on Monday. This one's fouled off 0-2. And today they got him at first. What a value it is for Coach Wiley to have a guy like him. You can kind of throw around a little bit.
Yeah, it helps a lot. I've seen him play personally probably 5 different positions.
Got him swinging here on an inside pitch. So Garcia's doing some nice things here early.
Yeah, he's certainly filling up the zone, at least making him earn it.
The Dynamic Health Clinic strikeout, and there's 2 away, so he's 1 away from working a scoreless first. And we know that against this Carl Albert offense, that is no easy feat. They come out ready to go. So here's Hutch Russell, as Gonzalez will take off and steal second. Ball goes into center. Now he's going to be able to advance and take third. So now there's a man at third base with 2 gone for the senior Hutch Russell, who's beginning his last postseason run. 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Garcia doesn't have, like, big velocity, but he's kind of just hanging out on the edges. He's not really.
Yeah, it looks like he's at least going to fill up the zone and make him earn it.
Hasn't been anything that's just been hanging out there. As this ball's bounced away, Gonzalez takes off from third, and he's going to score on a wild pitch. So we saw him do that a couple times on Monday. Something about him being at third, I guess, as he gets in there. And the Titans get an early lead without a hit. So it's 2-1 now on Russell, as this one's bounced away as well, 3-1. That one misses inside. Might have even hit him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like it did.
Whether it was ball forward, hit him. Either way, he's taking first.
Yeah.
So Russell's on first base for Tanner Norman, the lefty hitting DH who can really pop the ball. We saw that on Monday as well. Like Gonzalez hit a towering home run, straight pull. He knew he got it. Said to Jordan Ray after the game, and he knew it right off the bat. And so he comes up with a man on. Garcia checks Russell, who dives back in. This one's bounced in. Russell will go ahead and take second without a throw. Clearly the Titans are going to want to be aggressive on the bases.
Yeah, it's until they can get into their rhythm of putting some really good swings on the ball, they're going to try and manufacture as many as they can.
This one misses outside, goes off the glove of Caldwell, and Russell will advance to third. So 2-0 the count on Norman. That one misses up and away, and the runs 3-0. So Garcia being careful with Norman, probably a wise decision.
Yeah.
Got a base opens, bottom of the first, 2 outs. No reason to just lay something into this guy. That one was there for the taking, though.
Yeah, it was.
A little surprised by that, actually. 3-1.
I'd just be trying to be patient. Maybe didn't like the look of it.
That one's down and in. That's a walk, so Norman will head to first base. Be runners on the corners with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And it'll bring up Easton Perkins, the right fielder. So it's been a bit of an adventure first inning, though the Titans don't have a hit.
Yeah.
Had 3 base runners on an error, a hit by pitch, and a walk. As Perkins steps in, and that one goes off his elbow. So another hit by pitch. The bases are going to be loaded with 2 outs for the catcher, Cole Dunlap.
Yeah, good chance to break it open here.
Yeah. Definitely kind of a big little early swing spot.
Absolutely.
If Garcia gets out of this big lift for the Bears, ball in the gap, meanwhile, could put the Titans up likely 4 runs as Dunlap swings and misses at the first pitch.
Yeah.
0-1 coming. Misses inside. 0-2. Or, excuse me, 1-1. Ground ball foul off the left side. So Garcia's a strike away from getting out of this with only 1 run allowed. One, 2. And it goes right off the back, right in between the 1 and the 3. So the hit by pitch, Garcia kicking himself on that one as he was a strike away from getting out of it, but he plunks Dunlap, and the Titans lead it now 2-0.
Yeah, he's actually competed all right. It looks like he's filling up the zone okay. He's let a few get away from him.
So Coach Brandon Kaiser is going to go talk to his pitcher here. You got to feel like if you're Coach Kaiser, you're probably telling your guy kind of what you were saying, like, hey man, you're competitive right now, but we got to avoid beating ourselves a little bit. It's been wild pitches, hit by pitch. I mean, the Titans don't have a hit just yet.
Yeah.
Through 7 batters.
Yeah, he might be more than likely telling them that, this lineup can score them on their own, but when we get a chance, let's not give away free ones.
So it's going to be the bases loaded and 2 outs for Tylen Holman, the center fielder. After this conference on the mound, home plate umpire breaks it up. So we have a full day of baseball here, as later today Midwest City and Guyman will play down there in Noble. I think that game got bumped back. It's like a 3:30, I believe, first pitch.
Okay.
There in Noble. And like I said, Jordan Ray and Tom Carpenter will have the broadcast at that one. And then I'll circle back and have Carl Albert later today. As this ball's looped into left field, it's just off the foul line. As Holman almost had at least a 2 RBI knock, maybe even 3. one's low and away 1-1. Loser of this game will turn around and play tonight at 6:30 here on this field, where the winner will hang out for a little bit and turn around and play at 4 against the winner of the next game here, which is Shawnee and Altus, as that ball swung on and missed 1-2. Altus also an OSN school, so cool to have them here. 1-2. Low and away. This is where Garcia has had a couple times where he's gotten it to 2 strikes and he's kind of been a little bit afraid to put something in the zone.
Yeah.
And there it goes. Count one's full, so you can start the merry-go-round.
Yep.
Everybody's going to get a head start.
Yeah, you would think anything hit well to the outfield definitely scores 2, and more than likely will score 3.
Fouled off the right side. Only one who took off there was the courtesy runner at first base, which is Blake Pritchard, who came in to run for Dunlap. So count stays full. Looped to the right side.
Tough play.
Might stay fair, and it's going to actually go over
Just
the
foul.
first baseman Arturo Banuelos' glove and land foul. So we're going to do it again. All the runners have to head back. The move for Banuelos, immediately ditched the hat.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that. It's like a catcher losing his mask.
Yeah. Seems like it always happens when you get 3-2, 2 outs, and all the runners take off on the pitch. That it turns into a long at bat.
Yep. 3-2 again. On the outside edge, got him looking. So Garcia paints the corner and gets Holman. And so a long inning. Titans didn't actually end up with any hits in that inning, but they get 2 runs and have an early lead. So after 1, it's Titans 2, the Bears 0. We're coming back second inning after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go. Miranda.
What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tip.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
All right, back here in Midwest City, Josh Calloway, Jared Price, 5A regional baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network as we head to the top of the second. Good start for the home team. They lead it 2-0. As John Marshall gets their second licks here, it's going to be Alex Stanley, the left fielder, stepping into the box against Campbell, who struck out the side in the top of the first. First pitch is fouled off the left side.
Yeah, he's looked sharp so far. He's really filling up the zone. I think that's exactly what they're looking for.
Appreciate you hanging out with us during a middle of a weekday. Maybe some people at work not paying close attention to work. Tuned in as that strikes in there 0-2. As postseason baseball's underway. State tournament's underway at the Class A and B level this week. We've got some championships coming up on Saturday for those. And, of course, we got regional action all across 2A through 6A this week. And then state tournaments will be next week. 1-2. Down and in, 2-2. Campbell set and fire. That one high and away, full count now. So good job by Stanley battling back after falling behind 0-2. Try to get the leadoff man on here and get something going for the Bears.
Good
Got
pitch.
him looking. Dynamic Health Clinic strikeout. Taking a look at that one on the East Side Church of Christ instant replay. As Campbell laid it right in there.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. You're doing a good job so far.
So one gone here to Arturo Banuelos, the first baseman who gets ahead 1-0. Campbell has struck out the first 4 batters of the game, 3 of them looking. Behind Banuelos, 2-0 here, though. This is outside 3-0, so an opportunity here for John Marshall to get their first base runner.
Yep.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Good
Banuelos took one step toward first, thinking that was maybe a little outside. (3-1). Ground ball up the middle here, fielded by Murphy. Short it goes in between the legs. Murphy didn't quite get down on it.
Nope.
And so John Marshall does have their first base runner.
That's a play you usually expect Declan to make.
Yeah, came in on it. Looked like he had a good read on it, but maybe just kind of took a little bit of a skid on him.
Yeah, got a weird couple of hops.
So Banuelos is on. He ran into the dugout, and they're all kind of looking over there, waiting for him to return. I'm not sure what he went to go do.
We're looking at a pinch runner here?
Courtesy runner.
Or courtesy runner?
Henderson, number 6, the courtesy runner there at first base. So with one away, here comes Kino Cowell, the third baseman. Runner takes off, and Carl was on it. They did a pitch out, but it got away. And so it's a stolen base.
Looked like they had the right idea for the pitch out there.
Yeah, they were on it.
A little bit too out.
So now a man in scoring position here with one away. 1-0 pitch, foul straight back. This one's in there going for third. Dunlap fires down, and they're going to get him. Don't know if he just didn't get a great jump on that or what happened there, but he was out by quite a bit. Dunlap, a good throw down. And that's a caught stealing. So just like that, 2 away. And Campbell a strike away from getting out of this. That one misses outside, 2-2. That was a good job by Dunlap, not kind of recognizing that he had him. You know, from the get-go. Didn't try to do too much. Just make sure I make an accurate throw. We're going to be all right here. 2-2, swung on and missed. So Campbell's got 5 strikeouts through the first 2 innings, and he's through 2 shutout. At the end of an inning and a half, it's Carl Albert 2, John Marshall 0. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
right, back here in Midwest City, going to the bottom of the second here in this 5A regional opener. Carl Albert leading John Marshall 2-0. Got 9-1-2 due up for the Titans, which isn't really a 9-1-2. Mason Novotny is not really a 9-hole hitter, but he'll bat ninth here to start this inning, and then Declan Murphy-Gonzalez will loop back around at the top of the order. So you look in here for Carl Albert to maybe try and make some adjustments off that first inning going into their second look at him.
For sure. That's what we mentioned off air. It didn't look like they were super comfortable their first time around. They're going to certainly look to probably put a few better swings on the ball here this second time through the order.
So like we said, Novotny, the left fielder, will lead off against Garcia and then loop around. The Titans got 2 runs in the first inning without a hit. It was 3 hit by pitch, a walk, and an error put the base runners on. But Garcia was able to leave them loaded and limit the damage, with John Marshall down just a pair. As Novotny gets ahead 1-0. And now back even 1-1. One pitch from Garcia to Novotny is hit pretty well out to center. Again, ditching the hat. That's going to get over the center fielder's head. Novotny's going to get at least 2 and probably 3. He's rounding second with speed. Mason Novotny coming in. Oh, that throws to nobody. Novotny's going to round third. He's going to go all the way inside the park homer for Mason Novotny. All right, then. That'll work.
Just barely got the words out of our mouth, looking that they're going to want to make better swings, and he smokes one for an inside-the-park home run.
Not a bad first hit
no kidding.
Of the day. So the inside-the-park homer for Novotny makes it 3-0 Titans as his first pitch gets away to Murphy. You can see right off the bat that Sean Powell, the center fielder out there, he knew, like, oh, boy, I'm going to have to get back on this thing. And
yeah,
just all the way out there with Novotny's speed, you need to make a good throw just to keep him at third. And the throw was kind of wide of the mark, and then that was that. 2-0 to Murphy's chopped to third, foul ball off the left side.
Yeah, they may try and use that as a bit of a springboard and get a little momentum going here this next time through the order.
2-1 is fought off the right side, and we'll get out of play. Bobby Lowe's foul ball. Two hit pretty square out to right field. That's going to get over the right fielder's head all the way to the wall. Murphy got that one good, and he will round first to get into second. He's going to go ahead and go for the third, and he's going to get there easily. That's a triple for Declan Murphy.
Yeah, two good swings in a row there.
Yeah, both those balls were squared up pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So it's a triple for Murphy. And I don't know if Sammy Gonzalez in a great RBI opportunity with a man on third and nobody out. And that one's going to plunk Gonzalez. So he takes one right off the back. And he'll put runners on the corners now with still nobody out for Mr. Randall. Randall struck out swinging his first time, so he'll be looking to atone for that. Gonzalez takes off. And they mishandle it at second. Gonzalez is going to be safe. Meanwhile, Murphy's going to come in with not a ton of urgency. He'll score there. So Murphy scores on the kind of delayed double steal. That was a weird-looking play.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. They executed
They had Gonzalez dead to
perfectly.
rights, and the ball got away, and Murphy just knew they weren't going to be able to get him, so he took his time. So 4-0 as the pitch misses to Randall, 1-0. Altus and Shawnee will be on this field next. And then if Carl Albert hangs on here, they'll get the winner of that one later. As that line drive is caught at second. That was a nice play.
Yeah, it was. A good swing.
By Brown.
Nice play by the second baseman. Now comes his plate.
There's one gone. That ball was hit pretty clean by Randall.
Yeah, that was a really good swing.
Good snag at second. And there's one gone for Hutch Russell, the second baseman who was hit by pitch his first time. He's ahead 1-0. Ball's popped to center. It's dead center looking up, and it's gone. Hutch Russell with a 2-run blast to dead central. That was a shot.
He crushed that. Yeah, that was a good swing.
Yeah, he smoked that. Dead center, Hutch Russell. Immediately you saw Powell look up, and he didn't have a lot of room to back up to.
No, he hit that one good.
So a 2-run blast for Russell. Titans have 3 hits in this inning, 2 homers, well, inside the park homer, a triple, and then that home run, which was blasted over the center field wall. And it's now 6-0 Titans with Tanner Norman in the box. This one's low, 2-0. That one's going to plunk Norman. So that's been a common theme.
Yep.
So Norman's been on both times, a walk and a hit by pitch. That's the, let's see here, 5th hit by pitch, I believe, by my count.
Yeah.
And Coach Brandon Kaiser will come out and talk to his pitcher here. As Easton Perkins, one of those guys who got hit last time, will be coming up with a man on first base.
Hutch did tell me he was going to try and hit a home run when I was on the broadcast. So Hutch, if you go back and watch this, I appreciate it.
There you go.
That was a heck of a swing there.
Yeah, that was just sent to straight center.
Yeah, you hit that one well.
I never even saw it land. I think it cleared the batter's eye.
Yeah,
out
it looked
there.
like it did. We were kind of talking off air that Carl Albert seems like they were waiting on a couple of swings to kind of open the floodgates, and it seems like that's going to be the case now.
Yeah, it was so strange in that first inning to see them kind of look a little, like you kind of said, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot of really squared up baseballs that first time through the
like
order, but the second time through, it's been a different story.
Yeah.
First pitch misses outside to Perkins, like we said, was hit by pitch the first time. This one misses outside 2-0, and Norman will steal second without a throw. That went outside as well, so it's now 3-0 on Perkins.
I think you mentioned on a previous broadcast some of the offensive linemen being a little bit agile, and Tanner showing off a little bit of speed there.
There you go. He scooted down there. 3-0 swing here is popped into center field. Coming on to make the play is Powell. Norman will advance to third, but Garcia gets the fly out there. Good play by Powell coming in and pulling that one in.
Now batting number 13, Cole Dunlap.
And so with 2 gone, here comes the catcher, Cole Dunlap. He was hit by pitch as well his first time up. That one goes behind him. He'll get out of the way, and Norman will trot home from third. So the Titans have a touchdown on the board here in these early innings. It's 7-0. Dunlap, there's a small, I mean, you're glad to get the run, but there's a small party if you're Dunlap thinking, I just lost my RBI.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fouled straight back. No batting gloves for Dunlap.
Kind of old school.
Yeah. The ball's hit pretty well out to left field. Should be playable for Stanley. Now, actually, it's going to be Powell coming over, making a nice running catch.
Good play.
So Powell's making some nice plays out there in center, and that will end the inning. So the Titans score 5 in the second and take a 7-0 lead with them through 2. You're watching high school playoff baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Back in Midwest City, high school baseball playoffs on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Titans doing their thing, which you'd expect them to, in their playoff opener here, leading 7-0 as we head to the third inning against the John Marshall Bears. A good start for Titans starting pitcher Andrew Campbell, as he's got 5 strikeouts through the first 2 innings, and we'll be looking to keep that momentum going here into third. Josh Calloway, Jared Price with you on a Thursday morning/afternoon starting this postseason. Which we kind of mentioned earlier, we've had some teams already punch their ticket to state. I know in 6A, I don't know about in 5A, but I saw a couple, I think it was Edmond Memorial maybe in 6A moved on already. I think Sapulpa maybe moved on already.
Nice.
As we get back to it here in the top of the third. This ball misses low and away. What have you liked about what Campbell's done so far?
Man, he's done exactly what you wanted him to do. It doesn't seem like he's got just, real electric out of this world stuff, but I guarantee you they were telling him just fill up the strike zone, make them earn it, and let your good defense work behind you. And he's done exactly that. I've been really impressed.
Definitely a strong start for him here, trying to get this postseason off on the right foot. Time misses outside, 2-1. First of 2 today, like we said, that we'll have on OSN here from Carl Albert, as the Titans will turn around and play later today. If they hang on and win, that game will be at about 4 o'clock. Misses low, 3-1. It's a full day of baseball here. 4 games here at the home of the Titans. More baseball on OSN later today as well, with Midwest City taking on Guyman at 3:30. As this one misses outside. First walk for Campbell. And it puts the leadoff man on. And Malcolm Ed, the shortstop there. So that'll bring up Candace Brown, the second baseman. Made that nice play at second earlier in that line drive.
Yeah, it was.
And so she'll get in the box here against Campbell. Check the runner at first. Good job by Randall to save that pickoff attempt. Had to jump over the runner.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good play.
Cut on and missed. Getting ahead of Brown 0-1. And then that Midwest City, if they take care of business against Guyman, I think they'll turn around and play again right away against presumably the host of that region, which is Noble. And those Midwest City games will also be on our air with Jordan Ray and Tom Carpenter doing those. They'll be there the regional. I'll be here for this regional for the Titans for the length of it. As this one's low and away, throw down to second. They're going to get him stealing. That's a second caught stealing of this game by Dunlap.
Yeah, good throw.
That was really nice.
It was.
Don't hate it for John Marshall being aggressive on the bases. Obviously, you're going to have a hard time getting a bunch of hits together. So
I like them being aggressive there. That was a good catch and throw
yeah.
by Dunlap there.
Nice tag by Murphy. So 2-1 pitches in there on the outside edge. 2-2 on Brown. On deck, Kenneth Beek, the 9-hole hitter. 2-2 pitch, bounces low and away. Full count.
Good block.
So the 3-2 from Campbell. Dropped it in there.
Good
Got
pitch.
her looking. That was nice.
Yeah, it was.
Look at that one on the east side Church of Christ instant replay. That one slid right across the zone. Well done.
Yeah, good breaking ball.
So the Dynamic Health Clinic strikeout makes it 2 gone here in the third. 6 strikeout for Campbell. And it brings up the 9-hole hitter, Kenneth Beek, who takes up high. Gets ahead 1-0. Swing and a miss. Kind of jammed him up there. One pitch in for a strike, 1-2. Campbell a strike away from 3 shutout here to open up the postseason for the Titans. That one bounces low and away. So the count's even on Beek, his first swings of this postseason. And he swings through that one, got him swinging. That's 7 strikeouts for Campbell through 3 innings. He has looked fantastic here in this postseason opener. And at the end of 2.5 innings, it's Carl Albert 7, John Marshall 0. You're watching the 5A Baseball Playoff Regionals here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Go, Miranda.
Travis!
What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
All right, back here in Midwest City, the 5A regionals here, the Oklahoma High School State Baseball Playoffs. Josh Calloway, Jared Price with you on a Thursday. As we go to the bottom of the third, Carl Albert in control of this one. They lead at 7-0 over the John Marshall Bears. Leading off here in the bottom of the third will be Tylen Holman. He struck out looking his first time. Still Ivan Garcia on the mound for John Marshall as we go to the bottom of the third. This one's fought to the right side. That's going to stay fair somehow. And Manuelos will pick it up and make it out. I have no clue how that stayed fair.
Yeah, that was a weird swing. I think that was maybe off the end of the bat.
Just kind of nubbed it over there.
Yeah.
But usually it landed fair, but even so, usually the balls kind of have the spin. That it kind of and it just didn't. It just
that was
stayed.
really weird.
So it's a ground to first for Holman. Brings up Mason Novotny, who takes inside. Novotny, a memorable first at bat of the postseason, as he got an inside the park homer earlier.
Yeah, he crushed that.
Drove it right over the center fielder Powell's head, and then just with his speed, that's kind of all she wrote. That one gets away from Garcia. That was a awkward-looking pitch.
Yeah, it was. Looked like he was trying for a breaking ball there. Just didn't quite spin it enough.
Makes it 2-0. Garcia a little bit of a smile like after that, like, okay, that didn't work. Could try that with nobody on. 2-0. In there, 2-1. He will really mix up the arm slots. We've seen that a few times. Sometimes he'll kind of really sidearm it in there.
Yeah. He's done a couple different things.
Yeah. 3-1. Looks like we're going to get some substitutions when we come back through, by the way. Waiting on deck is Lane Sexton, the freshman. Looks like he'll hit for Murphy after Novotny here, and he takes ball 4, so Novotny will run down to second. He's going to go ahead and round. Ooh, okay, I spoke a little too soon. I thought he was going to go for it.
Looked like he was going to try
He fooled
to.
me, yeah. So the freshman Lane Sexton will hit for Declan Murphy as we go to through the order for the third time. We're going to get a bunch of substitutions, looks like, through this order the third time around.
It's probably about that time to get some young guys in there.
Yeah, and you're going to have to play again later today, so keep that in mind, and then, play again tomorrow. That one goes behind Sexton, and they'll let Novotny steal the bag. 1-0.
Is that Mason?
Did they run for him?
It looks like they may have.
Run
somebody
for
out
him.
there for him. I don't
Try
know
and
if I
scope
caught
out
the
that
number. Yeah.
1-0 pitch is low and away. Runner will advance again, so makes it 2-0. That's not Novotny. I think that looks like Nate Judd, 31, sophomore.
I think that is 31. How cool.
So get some of these younger guys in here.
Yeah, great idea.
Taste that postseason. This pitch misses inside. So it's 3-0 now on Sexton. The Altus Bulldogs have arrived, waiting in the wings here on the right side. They'll take this field next against Shawnee. Good season for Altus. They're a good team. We'll talk about that more later on in that game if that's the way it goes. But I believe they have 23, 24 wins, something like that. They had a nice season.
Nice.
So we'll possibly see them a little bit later. 3-1 is popped into center field. Powell has been pretty good out there, and he's going to pull this one in. Will work as a sac fly, though. Judd will come in, so Sexton gets an RBI. And it's 8-0 Titans in the bottom of the third. So, in Sammy Gonzalez's spot, we're going to see number 16, Adam Head, another sophomore. So you're sensing a theme here. A lot of younger guys, sophomores and freshmen, get in and getting some action here.
Yeah, it's a great time for it.
One's low to Head, makes it 1-0. Looks like another senior will be the one coming in for Mr. Randall and Cason White if Head can get on here in this third inning. He's ahead 2-0. One catches the outside edge, 2-1. You have an idea? Is this umpire crew? These are they going to do all 4 games today? Is that
I'm not
typically
sure.
normal?
I'm not sure.
Because that's a day.
Yeah, it sure is. I would think maybe another set of 2 guys, and each set will trade off behind the plate and being in the field, but I'm not entirely sure.
Misses low and away, 3-2. Doing 4 games is
that would be a long day.
That's a lot of hunching over.
Yeah, no kidding.
3-2 pitch. And this is outside. So Head draws a walk. Puts a man on base with 2 outs here in the third. And that'll bring up Cason White. So White, unlike the other substitutes we've seen, is an elder statesman on the team, a senior. Went through his senior night on Monday in Carl Albert's big win over Dell City.
Yep.
Get in there and get an at-bat or 2. With Carl Albert in control. What's crazy about this this game, Carl Albert leads it 8-0, as this one's high and getting a steal. There is head. Is that the Titans, by my count here, I'll do a quick little scan, I think only have 3 hits. The 2 homers and the triple from Murphy. It's been a lot of hit by pitch, on walks, sack fly for Sexton. Big swing and a miss by White there.
A few really good swings, but collectively just haven't looked super, super comfortable. But it's nice to still have runs on the board.
1-1, another big swing and a miss. So White going for trying to put one over the fence these last couple of hacks.
Those 2 big swings.
This one's fouled off, 1-2. Those houses in right field, they got to be in some peril with some of these guys. Tanner Norman could hit one out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen a few get close in my day, that's for sure.
Ding up some cars.
Oh, yeah.
1-2, misses down and in. 2-2. Fouled off again. Bobby Lewis foul ball. So White battling.
That one that Hutch hit earlier, if it was down the line, it may have had a chance of rolling up on a front yard.
And they may still have him straight back there.
Yeah, he smoked that.
Outside full count. On Case and White. Got him looking. On the outside edge. Nice pitch by Garcia. Home plate umpire rings up White, and that'll end the 3rd inning. Titans score 1 in the 3rd. They take an 8-0 lead with them to the 4th. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
All right, back in Midwest City, Josh Calloway, Jared Price with you on a Thursday. Carl Albert and John Marshall in the 5A Regionals. Titans in control as we go to the 4th inning. They lead 8-0 here on their home field. Trying to get the postseason off on the right foot. Move on to the winner's bracket, which will put them 2 wins away from punching their ticket to state. They will get the winner of the next game on this field, which would be Altus and Shawnee. That first pitch is set for 1:30. I'm not sure if they'll start games early or not. If if need be, if you could, if both teams are ready. I don't know if they stick to how strictly they stick to that schedule. But 1:30 is what it's set for.
From experience with being around a couple of tournaments and playoffs, they'll maybe start 5 or 10 minutes early, but
yeah,
you don't want to ever start too early to, keep parents and fans from missing too much action.
Sure. 2-0 the count here as we're back to the top of the order for the Bears with Sean Powell, who has been quite solid in center field for the Bears in this game. He's made a few nice plays.
Yeah, he's done a good
one
job.
he ran down in the left center gap that was hit pretty good.
Yeah.
He struck out looking his first time against Campbell. He'll swing through this one, make it 2-1. So Altus and Shawnee will play on this field next. The winner of that game will turn around and play the winner of this game at 4 o'clock. Assuming that's that Titans, will have it for you here on OSN. It's in there 2-2. And then the loser of that game will face the loser of this game tonight at 6:30. That will be an elimination game. So somebody's season will come to an end tonight on this field. Full day of baseball here in Midwest City. Outside edge, got him looking. That was nice. Taking a look at that one on the East Side Church of Christ instant replay as he just painted the outside edge.
Man, he has done exactly what you're looking
yeah.
for in a
Dream.
first round game.
Yeah, dream. So the Dynamic Health Clinic strikeout makes it 1 gone. And you bring up Andre Caldwell, the catcher, who struck out swinging his first time. Campbell's been piling up the strikeouts. I think that's 8 now, I believe.
Good for him.
Ground ball to short. Coming in and fielding it, firing into first. Skipped in there, but a nice dig by White. As a nice play at shortstop. Looks like that's Sexton who went out there and played short after he came in for Murphy offensively.
That was a good play on both sides.
Yeah, it was. That was a good dig by Case and White.
Yeah, it was.
And a good job by Sexton coming in on it. With all the strikeouts, the Carl Albert defense hasn't really been very involved in this game at all.
No.
But a nice play there. And so there's 2 gone now for Garcia. The opposing pitcher takes a big swing and a miss.
Number 1, Garcia.
Makes it 0-1. Campbell sets and fires outside 1-1. Bears have had 2 base runners in this game, an error, and then Malcolm Ed drew a walk. So no hits so far. It's now 1-2 after that swing and a miss. Campbell working on a gem here. 1-2 pitch to Garcia. Low and away, 2-2. So he'll try it again. Two-two. Low and away and stays full, or runs full now, I should say, as Garcia battling here. He struck out looking his first time. Three-two. Misses outside. So Garcia battles back and draws a walk. And a 1-out base runner for the Bears. So I'll bring up Stanley. He struck out looking his first time. Got a base runner to work with.
Good.
In there for a strike. Dunlap thought about maybe throwing down, but he holds on to it.
Wouldn't think they would try and steal again. Cole's thrown a couple of them out.
1 misses down and in. Makes it 1-1. Campbell checks on the runner. Now he'll fire over. Garcia dives back in. Appreciate you being with us on a Thursday as we start the postseason on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Hoping to keep this thing going, obviously, into the state tournament next week because this one misses high 2-1. We were there in Jinx a year ago, and this Titans team won a state title. Hoping for more of the same next week. But it starts, obviously, with taking care of business in the regional.
Yep.
2-1 is fought off, and it runs 2-2. Bobby Lewis foul ball. And Campbell's a strike away from getting through 4. Campbell sets. 2-2 pitch coming from Campbell. fought off. Ooh, right into the Carl Albert dugout. A couple of guys jumped on that one. Is that, if you weren't paying attention, does that kind of lock you back in?
That'll wake you up over there, that's for sure.
That came screaming in. I think it just went off the fence, so I think everybody's fine. 2-2. Got him looking on the outside edge.
Good pitch.
Campbell piling up the strikeouts. That's 9 through 4. He's not allowed to hit or obviously any runs. And the Titans take an 8-0 lead with them into the home half of the fourth. Be right back. Titans back in the box after this break. You're watching high school baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Alrighty, back here in Midwest City. Josh Calloway, Jared Price with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network as we're taking in some playoff baseball here on a Thursday afternoon. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Carl Albert leads it 8-0 here on their home field against John Marshall. Looks like we're going to have a new pitcher here for the Bears. Do believe that's Ed, the shortstop. Garcia's at shortstop, so that's what I'm piecing together.
Yeah.
Malcolm Ed, the shortstop, will come in and throw the fourth inning. Garcia really just kind of struggled with command at times, maybe not trusting, because he only gave up 3 hits in his 3 innings, but he got dinged obviously with some walks and some hit by pitch.
Yeah.
And now we'll see what Ed can do here in the bottom of the fourth. This is Hutch Russell's spot, but it's not Hutch Russell hitting as pitch misses up and away. That's Jordan Hawkins, sophomore, getting the swings as continuing the trend last inning of kind of subbing everybody out, getting some different batters in there. The third time through the order. Misses, makes it 2-0. Of course, with the Titans in position to potentially run rule this thing here soon. If you're going to get some guys in, you got to kind of do it now or do it pretty soon. 2-0 pitch coming to Hawkins. Is ripped into right field. Coming on is Beak, and he makes the play.
Good catch.
Outfield play's been pretty good for John Marshall in this game.
They've made a couple of good plays.
So Hawkins flies out to right. This will bring up Jackson Fixico hitting in Tanner Norman's spot. Saw Fixico pitch in Monday night's win over Del City. This one misses up and away 1-0. Misses high 2-0. That one's up as well. 3-0 now on Fixico. Looking ahead, in place of Perkins, looks like Blake Pritchard's going to get an opportunity. Senior. That one misses. It's a 4-pitch walk to Fixico. And there's a man on base for Pritchard.
It's looking like all but a few we've switched and put some subs in.
So far, we're 6 for 6 in this third time through the order. It looks like Dunlap will hit for himself, though, as Fixico steals second. First pitch was outside, makes it 1-0. On Blake Pritchard, another guy who we saw pitch on Monday, came in after Cash Ferris worked a few really nice innings.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job.
Well underway 2-0. I'm curious who they'll pitch in the game tonight.
I'm not sure. They got certainly plenty to choose from. Campbell has done exactly what they wanted him to do, and now they have all types of options for that next game.
Strike late in there, 2-1. If the Titans do what they plan to do, they'll obviously play the Alta Shawnee winner at 4 o'clock, and then if you take care of business there, you turn around, you play tomorrow night at 6:30, and that game will be the regional final, if you will, and it will. If you win that, you're in state. So if they do what they plan to do, they'll only have 2 more games after this one, and then it will be on to the state tournament next week at a site to be determined. I think Jordan said we know the state championship game will be at the Brick.
How cool.
In Oklahoma City, but the quarterfinals and semifinals, I don't know if that's been established yet. That one misses outside for a walk. So after Fixico moved to third on that wild pitch, Pritchard walks. And there's runners on the corners, 1 out for Dunlap. So Dunlap will hit for himself.
Yep.
He was hit by a pitch his first time and then flew out to center his second time. This ball's ripped into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. It's an RBI single, looks like, for Dunlap. He will move to second on the throw into third as Pritchard slides in. And it's an RBI knock, and it's 9-0 Titans.
Yeah, good swing there.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. He wasn't really rewarded for a good swing earlier. Hit that one out to left center, and it was ran down by Powell.
Yep.
But that time he comes through. So it's an RBI single for Dunlap. He'll get a courtesy runner here, as it looks like that'll be Devontae Jones running for him. As Tylen Holman comes up with a couple guys on. Holman struck out looking his first time and then had that weird ground out to first in his second at bat. He'll take outside 1-0.
Yeah, but he's hoping to put a better swing on the ball here.
Titans look to be well on their way here to their 32nd win of the season. And moving to the winner's bracket here in their home regional. (2-0) pitch on the outside edge, 2-1. Appreciate you being with us on a Thursday. Like I said earlier, I'm sure some people with at work probably have us up on another screen or on their phone, something like that, checking in at least. Headphone in, maybe. 3-1.
Nothing wrong with a little playoff baseball on the side.
No. Good to see a decent collection of people able to get out here.
Yeah, it looks like.
Fill the crowd a little bit. Never know, on 11 a.m. pitch on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Holman walks. And so the bases are loaded with 1 away for Nate Judd, who ran for Novotny earlier but didn't hit for him. So this is his first at bat. And he's ahead 1-0.
Yeah, chance for a younger kid to drive in some runs here and really blow it open.
Yeah. Ball's ripped to second base. Nice dig on the short hop. Throw to first, though, is not going to be there. As Brown did a great job scooping that thing. She had a great snag on a liner earlier as well, but the throw not going to be in time.
That was a heck of a stop. He hit that really hard.
I think you probably have to give Judge an infield single on that. I don't know if
Yeah.
you could give an error anywhere.
No, it doesn't seem like.
And so the run scores. It's 10-0 Titans. As now up, we're back to the top with Sexton, as this wild pitch will get away and allow the run to score from third. Makes it 11-0. I'll do some housekeeping here. It's okay, so it's 1-0 count now, I believe.
Yep.
Sexton hit a sac fly his first time. He could do that again with a ball to the outfield here. That pitch is high, and that's going to allow another run to score on a wild pitch. So back-to-back wild pitches. Holman trots home. And the Titans now lead it by a dozen, 12-0. So you win by 18-0 on Monday. You're up 12-0 here. That's,
yep.
You know, making things. You're probably feeling pretty good about things moving into the most important time of the year.
Absolutely.
So still a man on third with one away here in the bottom of the fourth. Titans certainly in position to finish this deal in the top of the fifth. It's another wild pitch going to allow another run to score. So 3 straight allows the bases to be emptied, and it's 13-0 Titans.
Yeah, we were saying earlier, not a tremendous amount of firepower. Home run, a couple of doubles and triples.
No, it's kind of been a little bit of a small ball.
Yeah, it looks like.
Just kind of taking your walks, putting them in play, sack flies, things like that. That'll do. There's another walk here. So not Hawkins. Ed was laying it in early on. Had a couple of hard contact, but he wasn't really struggling to find the zone. Now he is.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can get it back on track. As Head will come up. He walked his first time. He's got a man on first here with one away in the bottom of the fourth. Titans in control, 13-0. They lead it. First of 2 on our airwaves today here at Carl Albert, as the Titans will take on either Altus or Shawnee at 4 o'clock later today, unless a disaster struck for the Titans at this point, up 13-0. Head 1-0. This one bounces away. Runner will hold at first. Probably some sportsmanship in there.
Yeah, it seems like.
And press the issue at this point.
Yeah, at this point, you're probably moving up only on batted balls.
Yep. One misses high. It's 3-0 now. Well, kind of tough things about baseball in these spots, because obviously if it's football or it's basketball, you kind of work the clock a little, just kind of. Sure. But in baseball, it's like nobody's going to want to give away their at bats.
True.
You know, you kind of have to keep it going. That's why the run rule's in place.
Yep.
Which we are at, as this one's in there, 3-1, 10 after 5. And so if the Titans can give up 3 or less as it stands in the top half, this thing will be finished after just 5 innings today. That one misses high. So another walk. 2 men on now for Case and White. Struck out looking his first time. One-0 pitch here to White. Is ripped to third base, fielded on a hop, firing across the diamond. Going to bounce away from Banuelos. Didn't seem like he had a great look on it. So White will hold it first. Everybody's going to hold, even though they could advance. Again, just some sportsmanship in there. As the error, I think, going to have to go on first base there. It wasn't a terrible throw from Cowell. Throwing that across the diamond. Maybe could have went the short way to second. Maybe, I don't know if anybody was covering the bag for him.
Yeah.
This one misses up and away. 1-0 on Hawkins. Hawkins flew out to right his first time. One-0 count on Hawkins. For this one, maybe take a little break, probably for myself, get some some lunch. Be back and ready to go for 4 o'clock start on our next game, which will be Carl Albert taking on either Altus or Shawnee. Like we said, Midwest City and Guyman will be on our airwaves at 3:30 today. Jordan Ray and Tom Carpenter will have that one for you. Full day of baseball, full week, busy time of year. As Hawkins loops this one to left field, it's going to be out of play, foul. One, two. Bounces in. Makes it 2-2 with one out here in the bottom of the fourth. The bases are loaded. Josh Calloway, Jared Price with you for this playoff action between Carl Albert and John Marshall. 2-2 bounces in, 3-2. So count runs full with one gone. Ground ball foul off the right side.
No problem. Don't worry about it.
3-2 pitch misses outside. It's a walk to Hawkins. He'll get an RBI. And Titans lead extends out further, 14-0. So here comes Jackson Fixico. He walked his first time.
Yeah, looks like he's just struggling to find his zone a little bit right now.
Yep. That one goes behind Fixico. But obviously, Titans not pressing the issue. They're already in the run rule range. One 0 pitch here coming from Ed. That one's in there, 1-1. Bounces in, 2-1.
It's kind of a tough spot for a couple of these hitters coming up to be, and you want to go up there and be aggressive and get a good swing off, but you certainly don't want to build bad habits and chase anything.
All right. And this is outside 3-1. Like I said, I mean, nobody's going to want to give their bats away.
No.
I mean, everybody's aware of, you know, batting average, things like that. You don't want to just be giving outs away out there. You just want to go up there and treat it like it's not the score what it is. As Fixico rips this one down the right field line, that's going to land fair. Jackson Fixico all the way to the wall. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. It's a 2-run double for Jackson Fixico. And it's 16-0 Titans. He was right on that. Pulled that right down the line, kept it fair, rolled all the way to the wall.
Yeah, he hit that well.
So here comes Pritchard. He walked his first time. Misses up and away. 1-0 now on Pritchard. Foul straight back, 1-1. Low and away, 2-1 now on Pritchard. After Pritchard, it'll be Dunlap again, getting his 4th trip to the plate. Eight runs already home here in this 4th inning for the Titans. And looking to add to it. The ball's lined into left field. That's going to be a base hit for Pritchard. That'll score Hawkins. It's an RBI single for the senior Pritchard. And the Titans' lead is extended out further, 17-0.
Yep.
So runners on the corners here and one gone for Dunlap. First pitch misses outside 1-0. Dunlap today 1 for 2, a hit by pitch and a single, flew out to deep left center as well. So he's been seeing the ball pretty well in this game. No batting gloves like we noted, and you kind of mentioned, I'm pretty sure that's a wood bat he's using too. Looks like it.
A little old school feel.
Why not? 2-0. Is it just as simple as you can use wood if you want? There's no.
I believe so.
No ifs,
yeah,
ands, or buts
as long as the dimensions are the same as the others, I think you can use whatever bat you please. So maybe it feels a little more comfortable for him.
What's the benefit to it? Just maybe it's
Not
kind
sure.
of a preference
Yeah,
thing?
it might feel comfortable. It might feel a little better in his hands.
Two misses high, 3-0. Kind of feels like, maybe not. At some point, would you be shocked if the college game ever went to just using wood?
No, I wouldn't.
Full-time?
I wouldn't be shocked at it, man. These guys are getting so strong
I
and
know.
fast.
That's
and
kinda what I'm thinking.
They hit the ball so hard that it, starts to be a little dangerous for some of the guys out there.
Dunlap lofts this one to center. It'll get down for a single. And the runner will hold at third. As Dunlap drops a base hit in there, his second hit of the day. And the bases will be loaded for Holman. As Coach Kaiser's going to come out and talk to his pitcher for a second. Maybe give him just a second to catch his breath on a lot of pitches in this inning.
Yeah.
Maybe make a change. We'll see. But, yeah, the college game is obviously very heavy offense right now. And so I'm sure maybe to counteract that a little bit would be to get rid of the aluminum, because there's some ballparks where the ball just flies. One of those being over there in Stillwater at O'Brate. I don't know if have you been there?
I have. Unbelievable stadium.
Awesome.
It's so cool.
And the ball just flies out of that place.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I've seen some crazy high-scoring games there.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't be shocked at the change to wood maybe in the next few years, just for pure safety purposes. I mean, the pitcher's only about 60 feet away. The corner guys are pretty close, and maybe to make it maybe more pro style, because a lot of these guys are, a good amount of those big-time D1 schools have a bunch of pro players, and so you'd think they'd think about making the change.
So it looks like we are getting a pitching change here.
Looks like the left fielder is coming in to pitch.
I believe that's Stanley out there in left, if that's who it is. So yeah, Stanley, the left fielder, who is also a lefty, bats lefty, and he's going to throw lefty. He's going to be the next pitcher in this game with 1 out. Sure, they'll give him a few warm-up tosses here. In the bottom of the fourth, it's been a long inning. Titans lead it 17-0. Scored 9 runs in this inning. Bases are still going to be loaded when Tylen Holman comes up. Sure, Holman will be looking to do a little bit of damage. Holman actually doesn't have a hit today. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Although I don't see, Holman is standing over there. He's going to hit.
Yeah, he'll be looking to put a good swing on the ball.
The lefty Stanley warms up. While he does that, we'll get you another look here at our regional bracket. This is what we're working with today here at Carl Albert. Shawnee and Altus are going to play next on this field at 1:30. Obviously, Altus is an OSN school. Good baseball program, so we'll see if they can get the job done against Shawnee and set up an all-OSN affair later today at 4 o'clock. We'll have that game at 4 o'clock as Carl Albert will face the winner of Shawnee and Altus. John Marshall, meanwhile, will turn around and they'll play tonight at 6:30 against the loser of that next game. That'll be an elimination game with the winner staying alive into Friday. against the loser of our game later. And the winner of that game will then turn around and face the winner of that and have to beat them not only Friday night, but turn around and beat them again on Saturday as well to get through. So if you get to 2-0, to say you're in the driver's seat is a fair estimation. You are in very, very good shape if you can get to 2-0. Not impossible to come back from not being 2-0, but it's a lot easier if you're 2-0. It's the same format as NCAA baseball regionals as well at the college level, which will be coming up here in about a month or so. The postseason starts for the college ranks. Pitch to Holman is popped up into shallow right. Beat coming in. Looks like second base. Brown's going to make the catch. She's had a nice glove. It's third time making a really nice play on that one.
That was a good
getting
play.
Back and pulling that one in. And there's two away as Holman is retired. I'll bring up Nate Judd. Judd singled his first time. Came in for Mason Novotny as a pinch runner. And then hit in that 9 spot. Got a single, and he's got his second look here with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. This one misses away. How tough is this on Campbell? If he's presuming he's going to come back out and finish this game in the 5th. I mean, this has been a long time without. I mean, you can go throw in the bullpen and stuff, I guess, if you need to. But
I think out of the corner of my eye, I've seen him, throw a few over there just to stay warm. But it definitely is tough. But they're hoping he'll come out and finish this one up.
2-0. And like you said a couple times, what a feeling that must be for Carl Albert to put out one of your guys that you don't always have to go to, or you're not planning on relying on too much, and he just goes out there and maybe gives you 5 shutout and he finishes the game for you. This is going to be a base hit for Judd into left field. That's going to be an RBI knock. Good piece of hitting there.
Yeah, it was. I've said it a few times. He's done an awesome job, and you got to think they knew they were pretty highly favored, but you still got to go out and take care of business and throw strikes and get outs, and he's done exactly that. Now they have their full deck of cards for options to finish up this weekend.
So Carl Albert has matched their run total from Monday. An 18 spot on the board, 10 in this 4th inning, which is crazy. Been a long inning.
Yeah, it has been.
And the bases are still loaded for Sexton, who comes up. He hit a sac fly his first time and then walked, so he's technically still 0 for 0. As he gets ahead 1-0 on the lefty Stanley. Cut on him, missed. Check the runner back. Nobody's stealing.
Nope.
Bases are low. Nowhere to go anyway.
Nope. They've only been moving on batted balls for just about this entire inning.
Swing and a miss here from Sexton out in front of that one again. So 2-2, and Stanley's a strike away from finally getting John Marshall out of this inning. We'll see if he can get it. Misses outside. Count runs full. As Altus and Shawnee wait in the wings here.
Yep.
You ever been in that spot as a team, like you're playing next and you're kind of just waiting for a game to end?
Yeah.
And like you want to get on that field and start getting work. That's got to be a tough spot.
For sure, it is.
Ground foul.
Yeah, it is tough. You're trying to stay loose and stay in a good headspace to get ready for a playoff game. But it is what it is.
131st pitch for that Altus Shawnee game. Should be a pretty good one. 3-2 pitch again is cut on and missed by Sexton, and so the inning is finally over. A very long bottom of the fourth. The Titans play 10 runs. And they'll take an 18-0 lead with them into the fifth. Campbell back out to try and finish the job. We'll take a timeout. Fifth inning on the way after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Miranda.
Travis! What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tip.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes.
Call Rob and Will.
All right, back in Midwest City, Josh Calloway, Jared Price with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We head to the fifth inning here in Carl Albert High School as the Titans are preparing to try and finish the job here as they've moved well into run rule territory, leading 18-0. It is going to be Andrew Campbell back out after that long break trying to close the deal. He's been fantastic. 4 no-hit innings, 4 shutout innings, has 9 strikeouts as we go to the fifth. First pitch to Banuelos is up and in.
Yeah, Campbell's done awesome. It's one of those games where they weren't trying to use one of their bigger name guys, and he kind of said, if you're going to give me the opportunity, I'm going to go and take advantage of it.
Yeah, that 3-headed monster at the top of this rotation with obviously Cash Ferris, the big one, and then Declan Murphy and Sammy Gonzalez will start this game in the field as Banuelos fouls it off 2-1. To get through this first game, not have to tire any of them out at all is pretty nice. And we'll see who gets the ball later in the 4 o'clock game.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Figured one of them will.
Yeah, you would think so. And then definitely one of them, for the regional final for a trip to state tomorrow.
Swing and a miss by Banuelos. Banuelos did reach his first time on an error. I guess they struck him out there. I had the count as only being 2-1. Man, I must have missed off somewhere. So that's a strikeout, a Dynamic Health Clinic strikeout for Campbell. And that's his 10th of the game. And there's one gone. My apologies there. Thought his count was 2-1. So now it goes 0-1 on Cowell. Cowell struck out swinging his first time, which has been, a lot of guys can say that today. Campbell's been dicing him up. He's ahead 0-2 on Cowell.
Yeah, he's done a really good job.
Stick with us after the game. Price, Jared and I will wrap this thing up as a swing and a miss there. Strikeout number 11. 2 gone. I guess they got a piece of it.
Oh, they may say fouled it off.
Having a rough inning here. All right, so it's 0-2. We'll try it again. That time he does get him.
Doesn't have to tag him.
So 2 gone. Like I said, after the game, Jared and I will wrap it up. And we'll give out our Louis Player of the Game award. Make sure you're all set for the next ball game later on today here on OSN. As strike one is in there to Ed, who walked his first time.
Wow.
Now 0-2. One more will do it for the Titans and get their 32nd win of the year. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging.
Excellent
he strikes out the side in the fifth. 12 strikeouts for Campbell, and that'll do it. The Titans roll in their playoff opener, a run rule victory to go to 32-6 on the year. A dominant showing what we thought they might do, and went out and they took care of business, and the Titans win it 18-0 dominant stuff. Let's go ahead and give out our Louis Player of the Game award. I think we're in agreement on this one. Yep. Andrew Campbell, starting pitcher for the Titans, as he goes 5 no-hit innings. Obviously a shutout as well. 12 strikeouts for him. A dominant performance in and of itself, but then you factor in you loop in the context of the playoffs and helping the Titans save Cash Ferris and these other big arms, not having to tire them out at all. You really set them up on the pitching side of things in a major way, moving through it the rest of this weekend, even into next week. So, Andrew Campbell, dominant stuff. These are Louis' Player of the Game. Louis in Midwest City, 6007 Southeast 15th Street, Midwest City. Louis, we're in your neighborhood. Final thought from you, Jared, on this one and what Campbell did today, kind of all of it as Titans. We talked about at the very beginning. Heavy favor coming in. It's been a tough year for John Marshall.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure you stay focused and do what you're supposed to do, and you can't really argue with that. I mean, 18-0, they run rule it. They did the job.
Yeah, I mentioned it before the game. You still have to treat it like a playoff game, and I thought Andrew Campbell did an awesome job to not be able to use anybody else and not have to even, warm up anybody else. So I hope if he watches this back, you got respect from me today. He did a heck of a job, and that's exactly what they wanted him to do and more. So took his opportunity and ran with it. So excellent job today.
Yep, he was fantastic, and the Titans, did do what they had to do, and it can be a little tough. The game's important. It's playoffs. It's still when you know that it's a game, an opponent that you should roll over. Yep. It's hard to make sure that you do the little things, and after a little bit of a slow-ish start offensively, if you want to call it that, they got it going, and they put 18 runs on the board. Dominant stuff from Campbell, and they get the win 18-0. They go to 32-6 on the year. And they'll take on either Altus or Shawnee later at 4 o'clock, right back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'll have the call of that one, as for John Marshall. They'll be back later tonight, 6:30 first pitch against the Altus Shawnee loser, and that will be an elimination game. Their season will be on the line in that game tonight. So that's it for us. We thank you so much for tuning in. Again, Midwest City and Guyman at 3:30 will be our next game on OSN. But as for these Titans, they'll be coming up just shortly after that at 4 o'clock. And I'll be on the call for that one right back here at Carl Albert High School as the Titans get ready to take on either Altus or Shawnee. We appreciate you so much for tuning in as always. For Amaya Robinson working the camera and Jared Price, I'm Josh Calloway. We thank you so much for tuning in as always. We'll see you back here later on today for more playoff baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Everybody have a good afternoon. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.